It's story time, kids. Gather around.
I'm about to tell you how I got stabbed in the face and why you should stay away from drugs. I got a pretty cool scar from it, but overall, like I would say a net negative, right? These aren't positions that are ideal for you to put yourself in, essentially. And I was putting myself in these situations constantly, all the time. So a couple of years ago, I was at my lowest point ever. I would do anything to get high. I would do anything to re-up. Like, doesn't matter if I had to steal, if I had to lie, if I had to cheat, like whatever it was, like I would do it. Um, I would leave work abruptly. I would steal from fucking, people that just people that I was close to as well, like just crazy shit. So, I was working at a music festival one year, and my job was to clean up trash. Like me and my friends did it. And I think we got like I think it was like $20 an hour or something like that. So it was a decent gig for us. All we had to do, like I said, was kind of just sit around and wait for the end of the show, and we would, clean up trash. There was one night, I think it was like the second to last night of the festival. I texted the person who was in charge of us, and this goes back to my last video. I made a fucked up excuse, right? Like I was like, "Hey, I gotta go. My roommate just got into this terrible accident. Like they're in the ICU. Like I need to go and I need to check on them." Like I was a fucking gutter rat, bro. Like I was horrible. And then the manager that had texted me back, and she was like, "Oh damn, like I'm sorry. I hope your family's okay. I hope they're all good." Which should have made me felt fucking terrible, but I just looked at that and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I'm so sly." As if like she hasn't heard that excuse a million times. From there, I start driving to where I typically pick up. It's about like a 15-minute drive from where the festival was. Where I'm going to pick up at is downtown. Like it's in a densely populated area, and the specific place that I would go and pick up at, there was two spots, right? There was one by a Jacques in the Box, and there was another one that was just like a tent city fucking street. I don't know. I'll get to that place here in a second. So I get to the Jack in the Box, and I'm walking around. Like I typically would park there, and it's right next to a trolley station as well. So you typically I didn't have like a specific person at this point because it was so bad that like I couldn't rely just on one person because if you've ever been through this experience before, and I hope you don't, um, dealers are on the worst fucking timing possible. They'll tell you they'll be there in 5 minutes, and then they'll get there in fucking 2 days, and you're dope sick and kicking. It's horrible, horrible experience. Don't ever do it. So yeah, I at that point I was just going and going to these places, and I had a really good eye for it, right? Like I could just kind of see who had what I needed. Like you could just there's a certain appearance that these people have, right? Anyways, so I get to the Jack in the Box, and I'm walking around trying to find shit, and it's pretty late at this point because, like I said, it's a little bit like after the music festival had closed down and stuff, and it's probably fucking 12 o'clock at night. I'm looking around and I can't find anybody for some reason. The one person I do find, he said that he's like, yeah, like that you could probably go over to this street and you can find it. And luckily before, like I kind of knew this street, like I would go there pretty often if like this specific spot that I was at didn't have anything. So we start driving over there. It's only like two or three streets over, and I get there, and the way to explain it, man, this street is like picture tent city, right? Like you hear that phrase a lot. Like if you haven't been to Southern California, like just look it up, right? Um, it's just literally homeless people like down the entire street, like kind of camped up, and there's fucking tweakers walking around, and it's not fucking good. But if it's a good place if you're looking for shit to get you high or whatever, but don't fucking go to these places. They're terrible. I get there, I park the car, and It's just me and this guy. We're just kind of walking around, and I see this group of people, just sitting there talking, and I saw them smoking and everything. So I walk over, and it's probably a group of like I'd say like ten people, and some girls, some dudes. And I see this guy just on the ground. He's like squatting, and it looked like he had what I wanted. So I go over to him and I ask him like for however much I had asked for, and I hand him, $20, and he hands me uh like aluminum foil or whatever, and I had noticed it was a little short. Like it was only half of what I needed, and I had told him that, and he was actually pretty cool about it. And he was going to take out, what else he had owed me, here or the rest of what he had owed me. All of a sudden, I hear this fucking angry voice. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I look around, and this guy's talking to me. And like I said, at this point, I'm crouched down talking to this guy, trying to get my shit. And I stand up, and I'm like, I say my name, and I was like, "What's up?" Like I wasn't trying to be hostile or anything. Like I said, there was fucking 10 people there, so. And the guy started asking me a bunch of questions. He's like, "Where do you live? Like, what are you doing here? Like, are you a fucking cop?" Of course, I was like, "No, I'm not a fucking cop, dude. I'm trying to like, what the fuck do you mean?" I guess I can look like a cop. Like I don't look like a tweaker. I guess you could say, like, I definitely don't look the part. I don't know how to talk about this without sounding like an asshole, but I just didn't look like I was on the drugs that I was on. I still had a home to go back to, a shower. I was fortunate enough to not lose everything to my addiction that I had. Um anyway, so that was the problem with that guy. He was very mistrusting. He thought I was a cop. So after he bombarded me with a shit ton of questions, he asked me to, or he didn't ask me, he told me to take off my shit. And that was where I drew the line. I am not getting butt ass naked in the middle of the street so I can get robbed. So I did the only thing I could, which was refuse and get ready to throw the fuck down. Because as soon as I said no, this guy pulls out a knife, and that's when shit really went downhill. So he pulls out the knife, points it at me, and swings it. I like step back and I trip back over the curb, and while I'm falling, he fucking swings the knife again, and this time it slices me right over my left eye. Right now, I didn't feel shit. I had so much adrenaline, I didn't feel it. So I get back up, and I start fucking swinging on him. And keep in mind, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a fucking UFC fighter, right? I'm fighting Skinny Pete and his fucking minions, right? Like I'm fighting a bunch of dudes who have been living out on the street for how God knows how long, doing God knows what drugs, right? They're not athletes. And I like to say I am. I've done sports my whole life, like contact sports. I played football, did wrestling, did like training and stuff now, but that's aside the point. So whenever I get up, the guy's obviously pressing me, so I smack the shit out of him one time, and he stumbles back. We start exchanging a little bit. The only other time I got hit during that was during this exchange. I think it was after I cracked him the first time. He paused. He hit me back like in the right jaw, which I felt that a little bit. But yeah, after that, I hit him, two or three more times, and then I got like one good one, and he was on the ground. And normally I wouldn't do this. Like I'm a very civilized person. Like if I have you beat and you're on the ground, I'm not gonna like kick your fucking face in, right? Like at that point, I've already won the fight. But this dickhead pissed me off so bad that I I have no idea what I was about to do to him, but I was about to bounce his head off the pavement. And right before I was about to do that, like I had him by his shirt collar, and I was getting ready to start swinging again whenever he was on the ground. I looked to my left, or I didn't look to my left, but I saw out of like my peripheral vision on like the left side, like a figure moving towards me, a really skinny, scrangly figure just running towards me. So I act like I don't see it, and as soon as like he's like right up on me, I kind of grab him like in like a headlock almost over his uh over his shoulders and around his neck, and I do a like a hip throw, like on the left side, like I grabbed him and then put my leg down and then threw him over my hip, and he just fucking flew. It was great. It was absolute cinema. Threw him to the wind. Didn't see that guy any longer. He was just laying on the ground at that point. Another dude runs up and same fucking thing. I hit him once and he dropped and that was it. And I remember throughout the fight, like I felt the blood there. I didn't really know that I got nicked though. I like I said towards the end of the fight, like I almost started like tasting it, like it was like down in my mouth and everything. And I have photos of this. I don't think I'm gonna post them on here. Just I don't want this video to get taken down. But basically, after that, the guy that I went there with originally, he was still standing there like watching the whole thing, and my glasses had flown off, and he walked up and like handed me them, or whatever, and he was like, "Dude, that was fucking awesome." But don't get the wrong impression. None of this is cool at all. Like I could have gotten AIDS or HIV from that knife or like hepatitis C or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that he was I don't know where that knife had been or what it was used for, but all I know is it made contact with my skin and that's absolutely disgusting. So I went and got tested and made sure, I didn't have HIV or anything. But yeah, and after everything had transpired, I walked back to my car and I had realized I was still short by half of what I went there originally for. So I was like, my adrenaline was still spiked and shit. So I drive up to the group and I don't know where the three guys are at this point. I think like one's still fucking like laying down in the street and the other one just walked away. Like the main guy who was interrogating me, he just fucked off. I was sitting there. I parked my car like right next to him, and I was just looking at him. Some lady had walked over, and she gave me the rest of what was rightly mine. And yeah. After that, I drove home, then wasted more of my life on useless substances. If you take anything from this, don't do drugs. Don't get addicted to drugs. Don't fight homeless people. Yeah, that could have gone so much worse than it did. I could have gotten jumped by three people with three knives. You know what I mean? I could have gotten stabbed to death. I could have gotten shot. It could have gone so many different ways, but fortune, I guess, was on my side that night, if that's what you can call fortune and luck. That's honestly just fucking sad, though. The entire thing is just sad. And moral of the story, guys, stay away from drugs and have a good fucking night.